Hey everybody. So I went to the toll tag building this morning because I need to pay my toll tag, the bill. So I go in there and I give the lady the paperwork. And on my account, when I had called, it said that I had like a $2 something credit. And then that I ended up with a paper bill that said I owed 100 and something for this. So I go up there to the toll tag people and I asked them, why is it that I have a credit, but you saying that I owe 100 and something? So I give the lady the paperwork. She looks at the paperwork, and then she tells me because of an old driver's license plate that I had, which was back in July, had been running through. Well, I haven't had that license plate number. In July, I changed my license plate to a different license plate. They had took a picture of the new license plate. Now, it was a paper tag that they took the picture of. However, it just so happens that the paper tag number and the actual hard license plate that was issued to me is actually the same number. Now, I know that probably some paper tags end up, when you get the hard plate, it's a different number from the paper tag. But in this case, the paper tag was actually the same as the hard number on my license plate. So I told her that. I said, no, no, ma'am. This paper tag, the number on here, is the same number that's actually on my license plate. And she told me I was wrong. And so she told me, take a picture. Ain't that a kick in the head? Why do I have to take a picture of something when I'm telling you that that's not my doggone license tag? And then she tells me that the old license tag then came through the toll tag several times in the month of September. Now, I done had the new doggone license plate since July. So how is that even possible? So I take a darn picture of the toll tag of the new, of the new, my license plate that's actually on my car. I took a picture. And then when I go back in there, one of the men told me that I couldn't see that woman again. I needed to make an appointment. Why? Tell me why. Why in Yosemite Sam do I have to see somebody else when this knucklehead is the one that told me to take a picture? But that's okay. I didn't want to have to come back a third time, so I just went on to another person. And then that young lady, I showed her the picture of my license plate that I actually took. And I pointed it out to her on the paper. And I said, look, now I know this is a paper tag, but do you see that this paper tag is the same number as my hard license plate, the metal license plate? And she said yes, and she would clean it up. Well, she did. She cleaned it up for me. And in the end, I ended up on it was a little over 40, so they took me a little $2, and I ended up on actually $40. I'm like, why do we have to jump through hoops all the time? I know that I may be old, but why do people discount old folks as not knowing anything? You know, we've been around the track a couple of times. We know some things. It do good for some people to listen and pay attention. And if you don't want to do your job, then guess what? Quit and get out, because there's someone who will appreciate that job. That's all. Bye for now.